Your love life this month looks very warm, light, and joyful. This month, Venus is going to move into Cancer, which is the most home-like, which is the most family-like sign. So if you're hoping for new romantical beginnings and something stable, this is the month. But if for some reason you're going through uncertainties and you understand patterns in your relationship, I highly recommend you to check out Star-Crossed Up and a link in my bio. Specifically, look for a feature, Karmic versus Soulmate, where you can understand that relationship with the person you're thinking of, Karmic versus Soulmate, and what patterns you're very likely to follow. It's going to be the first link in my bio, and make sure to press and hold it to download it. And now let's get into your love reading for this month. Pisces, let's see what energy in your love life for this month. What are the new opportunities? What are the new exciting things here? Let's see, Pisces. I'm not gonna lie, Pisces, you need to take some time to bounce on, you know what? Because it seems like this month you completely allowing yourself to experience all these emotions, all these feelings, all this really like materialistic pleasures here. And the thing is, you're gonna switch people like just like that. You're gonna switch people just like that. If that brings you pleasure, you're just gonna see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Your main energy here is the devil. Devil is all about pleasures. Devil is all about looking at yourself and what you want and understanding your own emotions. And you just like this is what I want. This is what I need. This is what really resonates with me at this point. So don't be afraid to go for what's yours. Don't like accept this, shadow part of you that really wants some pleasure, that really wants some nice feelings, that really wants something that sparks this feeling inside of you. Interestingly enough, Ace of Cups, obviously, new feelings, new beginnings, potential that really comes into something more emotional, right? Like it could be, interestingly, it could be something that both like interests you on a physical level and on emotional level. So it doesn't have to be like one on another. You can choose, you can mix them, mix and match. And interestingly, very interesting, King of Swords, you will be switching things, you will be switching interests, you will be switching partners, you will be switching things. And if you are in committed relationships and you're looking to keep them together and stay in them for as long as possible, King of Swords usually says that there will be new interests, there will be new things that you might go for. There might be something, like you don't have to stay within like the same like type of box that you are in. And with this Devil and Ace of Cups, maybe you will be experimenting with something. You will be trying like new ways to like enjoy yourself and like go on dates in the different places and kind of like bring some sort of fresh energy into that, because it is Aquarius energy. It's air, it's a lot of air, it's a lot of just like this like space for things to come. There will be no absolute limits, there will be no holding back, there will be no bringing your energy down. Like this energy is all about allow yourself to experience all freedom, all passion, all desire and lust, and enjoy it. Aries, let's see what you can expect in love for month of May. What is something that you can experience? What is happening with you, Aries? Ooh, Aries, it's really interesting energy, because all you really have to do is understand that you are expressing your love with the right people, with the right environment, because there is a huge potential to enjoy yourself and have this really pleasurable and like a nice moments when you actually, again, you do something because you love it, you do something because you enjoy these people. But don't show your love to people who don't deserve it. Don't show your generosity. Don't show your emotions. Don't show something to people who literally do not deserve that, right? Like it's people who proving you wrong and wrong and wrong, like not proving you wrong. It's the people who like been wrong with you, right? They've done something incorrect. They've done something that does not, like you don't deserve it, but then you keep trying to be nice and generous and open, and you bring this good energy to the table, but then you feel so stupid. Then you feel like, why am I doing this for these people? They never appreciated that. They never wanted that. So in your relationship, if that looks like the relationship you are in right now, you're very likely to get away from that. You're very likely to break free from that. But at the same time, Six of Swords is usually a very positive energy, is the energy of enjoying the victory, of enjoying some sort of, this like a breaking free moment, especially with with Eight of Swords and Nine of Cups. It's definitely the energy of like, hey, now it's very clear in my mind, because there's a lot of source, there's a lot of understanding, there's a lot of intelligence, that now it's very clear that There are certain types of people that I don't want to be connected to. There are certain types of people that I don't want to deal with. There are certain types of people that do not deserve my love. So, Aries, be bold, be strong, be very sharp about your environment and people who you share your love with. Because, again, there might be something that you're going to enjoy so much. But if you're going to do it and if you're going to spread your love with the wrong environment, you're not going to enjoy this month. You're not going to enjoy this relationship. So make sure it's going to be the right thing. Taurus, let's see what's happening in your love life this month. What is something that you need to know, see, be excited for, be prepared for? What is the energy there, Taurus, for your love? We have Venus in Gemini. We have Venus in Cancer. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of opportunities there. You know. Taurus, so this is the month when you learn about yourself and what are your needs in your love life. This is the time when you finally kind of like deciding, okay, let me get a little deeper. Let me understand what are my interests in my love life, because by the end of the day, you want to feel happy. And it seems like there will be opportunity for you to feel exactly that. Your main energy is the Hermit. Hermit is obviously, let's go deep inside. Let's understand, what do I love in my love language? What do I love people to do for me? Like, do I like some romantic gestures, like singing songs and like drawing, like getting some sort of drawings and like flowers? Or do I like something more realistic? Do I like something more that like makes practical sense to me, right? Like maybe I don't know, having enough grocery in a fridge, or having, you know, some sort of physical pleasure in touch. Supporting energy, two of wands and nine of cups is also very powerful here, because nine of cups is all about, we achieved everything that we dreamed of, right? Like if you have a certain image in your mind about how your relationship could go, like if you're having a certain image about what exactly is, you know, your dream relationship look like, it will be manifested during this month. It will be something that you will enjoy. It will be something that will bring you a lot of pleasure and self-confidence. And two of wands is all about actions. It's Mars and Aries. And you know, if you ever had a partner with Mars and Aries, if you have Mars and Aries, which is also likely and possible, you know what this energy is like. It's about, oh yeah, like we're doing the work, we're putting in the work, and we're experiencing, and we're trying, and we're allowing new things to come through. So listen, your advice, even if you feel like you need to take a pause from going on a dating website, even if you feel like you need to spend a little bit of time for yourself, it will always be beneficial. It will always be the energy of, I'm not taking a step back. I'm not taking, you know, this time to completely disappear. I'm taking this time to reinvent myself and have more stronger understanding of my boundaries and love. And those understandings will bring you a lot of satisfaction with yourself. And also, Taurus, if you do want to get a little bit more into the clarity of what's happening with you for the next 6 months, I just opened up a new reading that will literally help you to have more clarity with your situation for the next 6 months. It will be with the voice memo, so it will be literally me talking to you. It's not text, more personal. And this is a method that I've been developing for quite some time. I did it on few clients who were really satisfied with the results, so it will be in my bio. Geminis, let's see how your love life will go in May. The Venus is in Gemini. The Venus will be moving into Cancer, so that's so good, both for your finances, for your personal life. You just getting it all. Can we talk for a second about that you are literally evolving? Your love language, your love situation is evolving into something so much better. It's almost like you had situations, relationships, those like quickies, whatever you had, you're gonna look after May, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, yeah, I would never, not anymore. You becoming such a like a new developed version of yourself. And it seems like there will be, there are a lot of thoughts, a lot of communication process, a lot of just like those like ideas and different things that really like don't let you sleep at night. And you almost like on the nose of like cracking this feeling of like, yeah, there is something better, there is something that I deserve more. Your first and main energy is the Judgment. Judgment is all about, okay, you ready to wake up? You ready to start a new life? You ready to get into something so much better? Are you ready? Are you? You almost like you almost like getting out of this box, like people getting out of this box. They've been in boxes, they've been boxed with some sort of thoughts, mentality, negativity, limiting patterns. And then suddenly you're getting a chance to stop that cycle. You stop in that cycle and you're just like, oh, okay, let's start fresh. Let's start fresh. Eight of Cups. You are denying some sort of mediocre success that you have. You are denying some sort of mediocre relationship that you had. You are denying some sort of mediocre people that do something, but they don't do the other thing. They're not a perfect fit. People, your relationship, you gotta understand throughout the May that once you know what exactly you want, once you know what exactly is coming your way, once you know what exactly is the standard for you, this is when you're getting it all. This is when you're getting it all, because you cannot keep settling yourself for something else. And obviously, Two of Swords, very beautiful because it is Moon and Libra. Libra is all about communication. It's about feeling comfortable in partnerships. It's about feeling comfortable in these situations where you have to share some sort of pleasure with someone. And it's a lot about thoughts. It's a lot about understanding, like, overall, like, okay, what is my new standard? So it seems like you are literally on this evolution process of getting something new and completely fresh. And if you feel like you still need more personal guidance, I just opened a 6-month forecast for you. Basically, this is my unique method of helping you to navigate your next 6 months of your life. So if you are interested, it's going to be in my bio. Grab your spot. It's very insightful, and it's something that I developed personally with my knowledge and with my accuracy of tarot. Cancers, let's see how your love life will go in month of May. This is a very exciting month because Venus is moving into Cancer, so all of your personal decisions, desires, initiatives will really matter a lot, and you will see how a lot of these things manifest so much faster. Let's see. Now, why you have to do that? Why I have to do that? Well, first of all, Cancers, people kind of like fighting for your attention this month. Some sort of people really it's actually like I'm not even like trying to rearrange that. I'm not even trying to rearrange that. I'm just gonna lift it, flip it exactly in the way that was. Look, it's so funny that they literally look at each other. They literally look at the Tower and as the main energy. Um, if you think that like Tower is such like a horrible card and such a horrible energy, and this is like a very something, like so bad, you need to grow up. You need to grow up. Everything has its own time. Everything has its own terms. Everything has, those moments when, sometimes you have a Tower moment and sometimes you have Wheel of Fortune moment. Like, none of this is so black and white. But there is a lot of Mars energy. So it's like Tower is literally Mars. What is Mars? Sex, attention, action, some sort of, this like hot energy. And it's also all about when Tower moments happen, what really comes off is something that has been unstable on top of it. But the foundation of the Tower will always stay there. So it seems like there were some sort of like unnecessarily thoughts that you projected into your love life that not necessarily, they're not necessarily meant to stay with you. And this is so funny how they just like look at each other. But two knights, a 9 of Cups, and a 9 of Wands, there possibly will be a person who will be really persistent, who will be really hot, who will be really like hot in actions, right? Like he like maybe for a week, maybe for 2 weeks, he will be like so persistent with like getting your attention. Just know that he might not be staying there for the long time. But the Prince of Cups, the 9 of Cups, I mean, is actually the keeper, is actually the one who might not be so, he might not be so, fast. He might not be like to react like very immediately or be like very persistent. Like, he is feeling his feelings first, and then he's seeing like how things are developed. But he is like very romantic one. So, I will not be surprised if you have a multiple options this time. But Cancers, if you do have a little bit more questions, if you do need a little bit more clarity, I just open up spots for personalized 6-month forecast, which is my unique method of helping you to really navigate next 6 months of your life. If you are interested, it's going to be in my bio. Go ahead and get it. And yeah, let me know how this is gonna go. Leos, let's see how your love life will go in a month of May. What is something that you need to know, see, be excited for, be prepared for? What's the main energy for your love life, Leos? Let's see. I'm getting such a like interesting feeling right now in my heart. I'm getting such an interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Well, Leos, there will be a lot of new interest. There will be a lot of new interest, and there will be almost like, do you know this moment? I'm gonna give you example of a real life when you don't have the stability, when you don't have like the confidence in tomorrow, you don't really allow your high frequency personality shine, right? You don't think about creating art. You don't think about helping people, volunteering, spreading love. You think about surviving, right? Same goes in love. Sometimes when you're not capable of certain like foundation and like you're not understanding like what's happening tomorrow, you might not necessarily attract the right frequency person to really think long term about your situation. And it seems like your energy here, right, Six of Swords, is all about enjoying success that you deserve. I actually have to look it up what's the name of this card specifically. Actually, I'll do it right now. I googled it. It's called Lord of Earned Success. Six of Swords is Lord of Earned Success. So you earning some sort of success, and where is it leading you? First of all, this, exactly this. There will be a lot of interest. There will be a lot of new thought. And you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? This is Aquarius, and this is Mercury in Aquarius. You see what I'm getting? This strong connection. But there will be a lot of interest. There will be a lot of moments of finding this excitement for love and finding this like again ability to look into the future very positively. Queen of Cups, do I have to say anything? That's already energy of like established relationship. That's already energy of being overly emotional, overly protective, overly like wanting to have your own space, your own safety, your own development and all of this relationship. So seems like there will be something that you will be enjoying a lot because again it's earned success. You've been working for it, you've been manifesting it, you've been really doing all the work. But if you do still have some sort of questions like how exactly it's going to happen, what do you need to do, how you need to attract this person, I did just open a few spots for 6 month forecast. It's my specific, like my unique method of forecasting and with my knowledge and my accuracy. Really recommend you should get that if you still uncertain like what's going to happen this summer. It's a general reading, so this energy will be present in all of your areas of life, and it will be in my bio. But yeah, seems like a lot is happening in the best way. Virgos, let's see how your love life will go in May. What is something that you need to know, see, be excited for, be prepared for? What is the energy there? Let's see, Virgos. Let's see, Virgos. What is the message for love in Virgo? Virgos, you are crazy. You are crazy lucky. You have crazy opportunities. Like, to me, it's even interesting because it seems like you're getting a new chance. Seems like you're getting something so new, so refreshing. Just look at this. Just look at this. You have the Empress, you have the Star, and you have Death, right? Where do we start? Like those are all separate, like very strong energies, but in the middle is Star. So Star is all about inspiration, muse, and taking a chance, taking a chance. So Star usually does not like necessarily show like, oh, you getting married right now, or like you know, getting pregnant right now. Like whatever your goal is, it's not necessarily shows the final results, but it is shows a major, 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 major opportunity to take something. So the star actually represents a hook, a fishing hook, right? Like if you ever went fishing, you know that like this hook does not guarantee that you're gonna get any fish and you're gonna be like fed, you know, after your fishing session, but it does give you opportunity to catch something. So star is literally telling you like you can catch something here, you can get something here, you can, you should be open and believe in yourself that you are getting something beautiful here. Obviously the Emperor's very beautiful energy, all about actually like this opening the door of abundance. Just like the star represents the hook, the Empress represents the door that you're opening and allowing some energy to come in or actually let go. So you have to really understand and embody this like a Venus energy of like what do you want to come, because when star opens the opportunities, Empress can actually take them. Empress can actually even form them into something better. And Death, there are different levels to Death, and I don't think we need to like consider like the lowest energy of it, but it is all about kind of like elevating yourself from completely like very like low energy like physical experiences and looking for something more deep, because it is a Scorpio. Scorpio is all about, if you have like Scorpio friends, like there is something deeper always going on. They don't always have to, be so down to earth. Like sometimes they have bigger meanings and they live perfectly with that. Seems like there will be a lot of things going on. But if you feel like you still need a clarity, I just opened new 6-month prediction and forecast. So if you thinking like what's your summer going to look like and what exactly you need to do or certain events that you're going through, make sure to check that out. It's going to be in my bio. This is something new for you to check, and it's my kind of like a personal experience that I put into this reading, and with my knowledge and my accuracy, you're going to be excited to hear that. Libras, this is your love prediction for the month of May. Let's see what's energy is in here, what's something that you can expect and be excited for in your love life. We do have Venus moving into Cancer, which is a really beautiful energy, which is a really also like a energy of, is the energy of family, is the energy of protection, taking care of. And for you, it's all about major new beginnings. For you, it's all about starting fresh, almost like being open and getting out of your comfort zone while trusting the process, while trusting what's happening with you, while having this sort of like emotional intelligence to understand your new cycle and your new beginning. Your main energy here is the Fool, and Fool, you know what it is about. It's all about acting independently, having freedom to choose what you do and what you decide to, have fun with. It's the thing is, because he's a fool, the Fool does not really like think through. And this is what makes him special. This is what something that, allows him to play with life and have this like fun and like do something without really like understanding the consequences. And this is how the Fool wins in situations. So don't think about that this is like a negative trait. No, like you can allow yourself to play with this life. You can allow yourself to, step into something like very, very interesting, very new, very exciting, without necessarily having to think about every single, situation that's happening. Then you have a strong sword energy, which is air energy, which is your energy, Libras. You do have a Queen of Swords, and then you have Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is the Lord of earned success. So it's all about, it's all about having understanding like what you've done before and what you earned, and then what it's also about openness to new experiences, because it all about Mercury in Aquarius. But what's interesting is the Queen of Swords here, and Queen of Swords, she uses her emotions very smart, right? It seems like you've been in some sort of situations where you've been, allowing your emotions to show and shine, but then you didn't necessarily like thought about the strategy behind it. You didn't necessarily think about like, is there strategy? Is there some sort of flexibility? Is there some sort of adaptivity that you can use with your emotions to maybe get to the point where you will be a little bit more, advanced? So seems like whatever beginnings you are having, it could also be like maybe you just got out of some sort of bad relationship. Maybe you just got out of some sort of things that you don't necessarily enjoy. And then you're like, oh, you know what? This time I will be smarter. This time I'm not gonna, dump all the emotions all at once. I'm gonna do it a little bit, a little bit more demure. But if you do feel like you have a little bit more, misunderstanding what is happening, you need a little bit more guidance, I just opened a new reading for 6-month forecast. So if you want to know what your summer will look like, what is happening there, I highly recommend you to check it out. It's going to be in my bio. Scorpios, let's see how your love life will go in the month of May. What is something that you need to know? Be excited for, be prepared for what is happening with your love life. What's happening with your love life? Message for Scorpios. Scorpios, very interesting energy, because there is a lot of potential, but this potential will come through some sort of waiting period. This potential will come through some sort of moments of like understanding that, okay, sometimes you need to wait, sometimes you need to, stay still. Your main energies here are the Hangman, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords. I mean, the Six of Wands. But let's start with the main energy, because sometimes it does feel like stagnation. Sometimes it does feel like external crisis, or even internal crisis, like something that you're thinking about, something like you feel like, you need to take your time. And it seems like in May, you do need to take your time. You know why? Because Scorpios, this is the Taurus season. Taurus, all the planets that are in Taurus, the Mercury that's still in Taurus, right? Like the Sun that's in Taurus, the new moon that will be in Taurus on May 16. The Venus is in Gemini, so it's okay. Mars in Taurus, right? Like all these planets are gonna form opposition to your Scorpio placements, which means it's not the time to like immediately act. It's the time to kind of like stay still and sit down a little bit and be like, okay, I'm uncomfortable. What am I uncomfortable with? What do I need to, like notice right now? And the Hangman perfectly, correlates with the astrological things that are happening right now. If you're a Scorpio, you probably, you can probably already feel this opposition depending on your degrees, like how late or early in the season you were born. But yeah, don't be afraid to do something, because once you accept that, there's a moment of stillness, it's kind of like a winter before spring, right? You will see how new potentials forming there, literally new potentials forming there, literally some sort of victory, literally some sort of even good luck, because the Six of Wands is all about Jupiter in Leo, and Jupiter is Leo is very generous for events, and it's all about being playful. It's all about being generous. It's all about being like having such a like big soul for people and for the opportunities, that this is the energy could come through. And obviously, Ace of Swords is all about, listen, like, you see those things forming. You understand mentally that this moment is bringing you something else. You understand mentally, like, you have this knowledge to be like, yeah, I'm not just waiting. I'm not just sitting. I am forming something more deep and important. And as much as Hangman can bring those like moments of like, okay, what am I doing? But there's always stagnation before growth. So if you do feel like you're still a little bit like confused what's happening with your life and you need a little bit more guidance, I just opened a new reading for 6 month forecast. So if you do need guidance and know what your future will look like and what your summer will look like, highly recommend you to check it out in my bio. But this is going to be a very interesting for you to go through. Sagittarius, let's see what's happening in your love life. What is something that you can expect in May? And what's the energy there? What's the message for you, Sagittarius, when it comes to love? Let's see. Ooh, Sagittarius, you are finding something so stable, comforting, but also something that kind of like allows you to finally enjoy the moment. If you are in current relationship, it's probably will be the time when you let go of a lot of this like what's gonna happen in the future, what's where is it leading to, where is it like all of the stats are gonna finally like slow down and find its way to create something more beautiful on the inside, and a certain like even limits with your relationship. Your main energies here is the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, and Four of Cups, which is actually very beautiful. I'm just gonna tell you, a lot of people misinterpret those energies and those cards a lot. So let me go over them. Obviously, aces, they all about new potential. They all about new exciting things. It's going to be something you might potentially meet someone new or have this like energy of like renewal, new energy, new initiative, something that sparks the fire inside of you. Very beautiful, very fiery, very confident, very cute. Think about it, those two, 4 and 4. Let's start with Four of Cups, because this is where people get it wrong. Four of Cups is desire to feel safe. Four of Cups is desire to stay safe. Four of Cups is desire to like, you know what? I'd rather enjoy what I have right now rather than put myself in a crisis for God knows what, right? It's kind of like, you see how maybe like, I don't know, something's unstable in the world and you just like, you know what? This is what allows me to enjoy my stability right now, because I see how things are stable. I know where, my paycheck is coming from. I know who my friends are. I know those things and I'm like confident who they are and what they provide for me, what I get from them. So let me enjoy this energy, right? Like it's a lot about enjoying this like a safety environment. It's a lot about this like a Cancer placements that like, you know what? As long as I'm safe, as long as people around me are safe, that's all that matters. And then Four Wands is all about completing a cycle, finding this like a final way of like, okay, this is where I am, this is where I am in my life, and this is what energy I kind of resemble. And if before you were trying to find new ways to express yourself or find like again as I said, like there were a lot of this like thoughts like what's going to happen in the future, where's the goal leading to, right now it seems like you're getting a little bit of limits that allow you to finally focus on the internal problems rather than external ones. So it's a great energy to finally stabilize your relationship. And Four of Wands could show some sort of engagement, could show some sort of acceptance and commitment here. And if you do still feel like you do need a little bit more guidance, I just opened a 6 forecast reading that's available for you if you want to know what your summer will look like. Highly recommend you to check it out. But it seems like May is also promises a lot of cute things. Capricorns, let's see how your love life in May will go. What is something that you need to know about your love situation, what you can expect, what's happening there. Let's see Capricorns. it's funny because I saw there's like a lot of opinions about like Capricorns, and they're like, "Ah, why people always tell us to work, why people always like tell us to like find some sort of stability, but sometimes like we don't like I don't necessarily like have what to say. I'm just like translating things, but it seems like this is a month when you finding a lot of stability. This is a month when you're finding a lot of safety, a lot of predictability. It's something that you just figuring it out and it works for you. So you have three very interesting energies: Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Nine of Cups. Four of Pentacles is all about like finding out this like thing that works for you. It's kind of like, think about that, like if you're going on a lot of different dates, if you're going on a lot of different, if you try and actually like different ways to like find your partner, or you find trying like different things to um you trying like different things to understand who your partner is and like what's working for you. May is the month when you finally finding this like a perfect blueprint to follow. You finding this a perfect blueprint to like go, right? Like you found the bar where you always find your partner, or astrologically, like you looked at your relationship and like partnership placements, and like, oh, maybe I don't need to be on a dating websites, maybe I need to like talk to my friends and have them introduce me to someone, like it's about like finding what works. Obviously, Six of Pentacles is all about like finding this balance, finding this kind of moment of, I restore my balance, I restore my energy. And Nine of Cups is also all about, I'm finally happy, I'm finally like enjoying who I am, I'm finally enjoying this moment of it is like a very solo energy. That's what's interesting. It's very like, I'm enjoying me. And like even here, you might not necessarily like have something to give to people, you might not necessarily have something to share with, right? Like, but it's about, at least I'm enjoying it. It's about, at least I'm confident in my future, at least I'm confident, at least I'm safe with this, you know what I'm saying? So I do recommend you to look at the things that have worked for you in the past, in love language, in relationships, in your communication with your partners, and then also kind of like look back and say, okay, so let's focus on only those things that brought me results and profitable actions, right? I'm not trying to make you Capricorns again, like work and use your mind and use your practicality and pragmatism here, but this is just the energy. And if you do still feel a little bit confused about what's happening and like what can you expect from like the May and summer, I just opened a new reading for 6-month forecast. So it's going to be something that will really help you to, just like find your way, do what you do best, and be a little bit aware of what not to do maybe. So if you are interested, it's going to be in my bio. Aquarius, let's see how your love life will go. What is something that you need to know, see, be excited for, be prepared for? What is happening with you in May? What is happening with you in May in your love life? Let's see, Aquarius. Ooh, well, Aquarius, it seems like you will be finding exactly what you're looking for, but you will need to do it in a very specific way, because there might be a moment of like slowing down and a little bit of stagnation, a little bit of like trying to understand what exactly you're looking for to find the best option. This is not the month when you need to mm, rush yourself and really get into, if you're single, maybe it's not the month to get into the relationship to, to just be in relationship, but it is a month to look around and see, okay, what exactly do I want? What are my boundaries? What are my standards? Because the relationship potential is there. Finding someone is there. Flirting with people, going on a date, it is there. But the question is, are you gonna settle for the first one to come? First come, first serve, um, or you're gonna allow yourself to pick really the best out of the best. Your main energy here is the Hangman. Your main energy here is Two of Cups and Seven of Wands. So as the main energy, the Hangman's kind of telling you, hey, if you're single, don't rush, don't do any random crazy actions, don't do it, it's not worth it. It's better to stay a little bit still, understand what exactly you want, understand like what are your values, and maybe a little bit like do a little bit of reevaluation of your values and what really matters. Think about it as a winter, right? Like winter, when not a lot of things are happening, not a lot of things are, blooming. But think about of a flower that decides to bloom during winter. What's going to happen to him? Nothing good. Nothing's good going to happen. There are no bees to, to pollinate them, or like whatever the word is. It's just not the time. And what's interesting is that seven all the sevens, they all about deception, and they all about thinking, oh no, I like, especially 7 of Wands, like, I know how to do it right, I know what to do, I know what I'm doing, like, and having this like confidence that you blindly follow will actually ruin your energy, will actually ruin your chances of finding someone. And as I said, chances are there. Two of Cups. What could be more speaking of relationship and more speaking of partnerships and finding something that really matters? I feel like if you allow yourself to take a little pause, if you allow yourself to stay where you are and understand better what you're looking from a relationship, you're gonna find the best result out there. It just might take some time, and it might happen by the end of the month. But if you do feel like you're still a little bit confused of what's happening, if you are a little bit confused of what is going to, be there for your summertime and for the next 6 months, I just opened a new reading for 6 month forecast, which helps you to understand like where you're going, what are the right actions, what are the wrong actions, what's something that you need to do and lean into, and what is something that you actually need to a little bit stay away from to not cause any troubles to yourself. If you are interested, it's going to be in my bio, but this is your energy.